We are free! Woo! Woo! What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the GoPro MAX, GoPro's latest release of its consumer level 360 cam. Stick around and let's dive into the details. All right, like I mentioned before, this is GoPro's second release at its 360 consumer level camera. Stitching is now done in camera. Previously, in their prior model, you had to do the stitching in post-production, so it's nice that it's done all in camera now. You also have 3 cameras in one. You have 2 GoPro Hero cameras, one on each side that are 180. So that's 2 cameras, and then 1 camera that's a 360 spherical camera. Also, for awesome stabilization, you have Max HyperSmooth. That takes advantage of the 360 space to really stabilize your footage. You could also switch between GoPro's digital lenses. Max Super View, wide, linear, and narrow. In the Max, it also has 6 microphones in there. You have 2 up front, you have 2 in the side, and 2 in the back, capturing 360 audio. Pretty crispy clear. This is the audio from the GoPro MAX in hero mode, and this is me vlogging with it. This is pretty cool. I'm walking in the desert. There's a lake behind me. It's pretty cool. As with most 360 videos, you could also edit in post-production using your mobile app for reframe. Capture more around you in photographs with Power Pano. And get those crispy smooth time lapses with Time Warp. But keep in mind, the camera is waterproof up to 16 feet. It's not meant to be filmed underwater because stitching is weird underwater. I think there are aftermarket accessories with globes that you can buy so that it does space that water around you. But I don't know if 360 in general is ready for underwater yet. One thing that is different about the Max is that there is an LCD front-facing screen. So if you're doing a little vlog in selfie mode, you can actually see what you're vlogging. So next we're going to test out horizon leveling. What horizon leveling is, no matter how much I shake the camera, it's going to use that horizon behind me and balance the footage. Ah yeah, on the one wheel, on the one wheel. You know, also with horizon leveling, I had my buddy Mike take his motorcycle out, and we had the GoPro MAX on top of his motorcycle, and it was wobbly. It was shaking like crazy. But I want you to look at this footage to see how stable the footage actually remained. Just like in 360 view, you have photo modes, video modes, and time-lapse modes. So the horizon leveling and the stability in the Max is pretty awesome. All right, so the settings we have is the camera's in linear mode, 1080-60. We have Max HyperSmooth turned on, and we have horizon leveling turned off because I want you guys to see how stable the footage can be without horizon leveling. So I wanted to run because if I'm running, it's more shaky that way. And this is in-camera audio. And this is 1080-60 linear with HyperSmooth turned on as well as horizon leveling turned on. So say you're in a beautiful environment and you want to take a panoramic selfie of everything around you as well as having you in the camera. All you have to do is hold it out and say, GoPro, take a photo. Now the thing that I haven't figured out yet is depending on where the light's hitting your 360 camera, whether it be the sunlight on this side and the shade from this side, what happens is when it stitches that footage together, you have kind of a dark gradient and a light gradient going across both lenses where it's stitching. So I would just say when you're editing, those are some things to take a look at. Also, I'm not sure yet, I'm still new to using the GoPro MAX, and I'm not sure how to angle the footage so that it cuts out the handle and not my hand, as you can see in the footage here. The audio is pretty decent for vlogging. I think it's really great audio for the 6 mics that it has built into it. On the one wheel, doing some carving. I love this one wheel pint, guys. I really do. All right. All right, next we're gonna check out Max Time Warp. I have 360 Time Warp set, so it's a 360 spherical Time Warp. I have noticed that if you use Time Warp, have an extra battery with you, because Time Warp is a battery killer. It does take a lot of battery to use Time Warp, which makes sense. My favorite feature about the GoPro MAX is the mobile app that you can reframe in. Now, reframe allows you to set key points to frame your shots. So you can set point A at the camera pointing this way, point B at the camera pointing this way, and say that it has 3 seconds to go from frame to frame. Now, what's cool about this that isn't talked about much is overcapture. Overcapture is replaying the footage and hitting record and acting like you're the cameraman on the spot. So I have the footage of me right there. I hit record, and I'm just gonna move the camera like I'm a cameraman. It looks kind of weird when you're editing, but you can rotate around, you can look around you, you could also zoom in. So I'm gonna zoom in to me right there, the subject. So there I am, I'm gonna zoom out. And what it does is it captures all of these keyframes here, as if somebody's actually there holding the camera. I hit stop, it prepares the media, it saves it, and I'm able to download it as if there was a cameraman here. So that's overcapture and reframe, my favorite feature. So let's wrap things up here. Should I get the GoPro MAX or should I go with the Hero 8? Here's a couple things to factor in. Frames per second, FPS. The Max does shoot up to 30 frames per second, so you really don't have the opportunity to slow-mo your footage. If you want slow-mo, go with the Hero 8. You get 240 frames per second. Now with the GoPro MAX, the advantage that you have here is that it films everything around you. So those are the key things you're gonna want to think about. Do I want to film things spherically to capture it all? Or do I really want that slow-mo? I think eventually we're gonna catch up to a point to where that is the future of action cameras, is that it'll be everything plus slow-mo. The GoPro MAX is a great action cam because it captures everything. But let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna get the Max or are you gonna get the Hero 8? I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you again for everybody that's subscribed and followed this channel. We're growing, we're grinding, it's pretty awesome, and I love you guys are amazing. So hit the subscribe button, and also if you haven't checked it out yet, I have a new podcast out. It's called Crossing Paths with Roger Sink. Go listen to it wherever podcasts can be subscribed to or listened to. But thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.